Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed and this is Labyrinth of Touhou 2. So as promised, I did go ahead and do a little bit of grinding off screen, and then I just let myself get killed a bunch of times to get the requirement, which leads to this little event here. Well, I found you at last. That voice. Good day to you. It has been a long time. Gah, it's the annoying one. Really now, who are you calling an annoying one? You guys, just what in the world have you been doing these days? I heard from an acquaintance that you've been neglecting the shrine to go on to some random place, and you've been coming back all tattered and torn. You're not up to no good again, are you? Saying up to no good is rude. We're helping people with this. Helping people? Yeah, sure. I mean, well, it will eventually be helpful to humans. Recently, we've been going through the Great Tree. We were asked to do something about that Great Tree. A thing like that is a real bother, wouldn't you agree? I see. So it's the reason you abandoned the shrine and are coming back all worn out. So, what are things like inside the giant inside that great tree? Isn't that dangerous? Pretty much is. We're just about dealing with it, though. You guys have been the talk of the town. The villagers keep talking about how you're coming back looking all worn out every time. Based on those reports, you'll need something a lot more convincing to prove to me that you're doing fine. Can't be helped. I will follow you as well from now on. How do they get to that? Well, we should be happy to increase our battle potential, but are you really okay with it? At this point, can it really be helped? You keep coming back all battered and bruised. Once something more serious happens, it would already be too late to do anything. Well, we're happy to increase the size of our party, but can you please keep your preaching to a minimum? That will depend on your behavior. Kasen Ibaraki joined the party. Alright, got some money. So, when I leveled up to, speaking of battered and bruised, the only person that was battered and bruised is Rumia. But anyway, I did get some achievements. So, win 50 battles, you get a manga meat, fledgling search party, proof that your party has slowly become accustomed to combat. And it's just revealing a few other things here that could be available. Got defeated for the first time. Then there's the get defeated 12 times. Can you fight for 24 hours? Pink and Bandage's Seal of Annoyance. Can you fight for 24 hours? Play for more than 3 hours. I got this triggered at the end of the last video. Gotten used to it. Congratulations on 3 hours of playtime. Here's some money. Here, adventure decade. Conditions adventure 10 times in the dungeon. You get a training manual. Celebration for the 10th anniversary. Damn you, decade. And then, I think we might have already done this one, but get more than 100 battle points on any character. Each character has a value for amount of times they've been in battle. What does it have to do with the game yet? Okay, yeah, we have read that one. I am mistaken. Alright, one thing to note while I was fighting in the second floor, these stumps here have a very tiny chance of dropping bludgeons, and I did manage to get one to drop, so I have a spare bludgeon. Anyway, we did get some. I did get some other drops of note. We'll just take a quick look. Don't think there's anything in here. Nope. Those are not it. Nature fragments. Apparently, a fragment of nature somehow. The details are unclear. Maybe it's formed from solidified tree sap. Training manuals. Consumable item that increases a character's skill points by 1 when used. You can use it at the Hakure Shrine. And then we got a bunch of stuff that increases stats and all that good stuff. Also, I don't think I've read this. A blade that belongs to Yomo Kanpaku, the half-ghost swordsman master and the gardener of Hago Gyokuro. Circumstances led to Sarno stealing it. And then there's items discovery weekly, which increases... Yeah, we've gotten those before. Yep, okay, cool. All caught up. Anyway, one thing I was forgetting to do in the previous videos is every time I level up, a character levels up, they get a skill point. So, here... Might as well grab the other character while we're at it. I'll go ahead and level up all characters. We did get some levels here. One thing I did change for Reimu is I did switch her to defense, because she's kind of just a support. Though I think I'm at the point where I'm probably going to start dropping characters just to kind of make space. Well, not only to make space, but also give me a little bit of flexibility as far as my level limits are concerned. Because some of these characters are kind of just... They're either redundant or just literally not someone I want to use. Yomu's all about... I haven't talked about Yomu yet, so I guess might as well do it now. She's a very solid, heavy physical attacker. She does have pretty good defense, but beyond that, she's pretty vulnerable to everything else. Her gimmick is her big attacks do lots of damage, but they cost tons of MP. And because of that, she tends to be just kind of a one-shot, and then you kind of just you either swap her out or just buy her time to do concentrates to kind of get her back up. So she's very good, but she requires you generally want to what you want to do with her is just buff her up and then have her blow her load essentially. Kogosa is also a physical attacker. Her thing, actually, why is her? Wow, her defense is even better. So Kogosa's thing is she has a lot of abilities that inflict terror. Which all terror does against monsters is it kind of debuffs their stats a little bit. It's not really that significant, but she does have passives that will give her benefits when she attacks something that does have terror on it, like restores her MP and gives her stat increases. Other than that, she's kind of just... Her stats are not particularly high, but she levels up fast. Rumia, some people call her kind of the cheaper Marissa, but she kind of has a little bit more going for her. Her stats are not particularly anywhere as good as Marissa's, but she does level up quickly. Also, her damage formula for her single target spell that does mystic damage is really, really good. So if you do manage to get her magic up higher, it pays dividends for things like her single target spell. Also, her AoE, while not as powerful, pierces all defenses. Resistances still apply, but magic defense will not. So essentially, it's a way of hitting things that otherwise are really, really tanky. And then she also has the ability to actually heal and reduce debuffs. So she does have some support type stuff on top of that. Cerno, there's not really much she can do. Cerno, Rumia, and a few other characters can actually have synergy with each other that gives them increased stats when they're fighting in the same team. When that happens, she can actually be somewhat of a tank, but outside of that, she's kind of just used for debuffing and speed reducing. She has an AoE that can do paralysis, and then she has a number of spells that can also inflict slow, which is very useful because slowing down the enemy means they hit you less. So for now, I'm just buffing her HP just so she can maybe survive a hit, possibly, though that's unlikely. Alright, so that's kind of everything here. Oh, and then down here is Kasen and Baraki. So as you can probably tell from the order, the characters, their slots are in order. We're in a perceived order, and they weren't expecting you to die the number of times I did until much later, and it definitely shows. Like Kasen's. If I had Kasen in the first floor, she alone would have been able to just like one or two shot some of these bosses. She's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, she's a physical attacker. I don't remember exactly what she has, so we'll go ahead and take a look at her in a second. In any case, my level average right now is 7. I actually need to bring it back down to 6, so we're going to go ahead and mess around with some stuff. So we're going to change some members around. We're actually going to go ahead and start dropping some characters. I don't really like using Renazuki. How do I drop characters? There we go. I don't want Marissa because I like Rumia better. The rest of the characters are okay. And then we'll go ahead and grab Kasen because she's amazing. So with that puts us at average level 6. Perfect. Okay. Let's, oops. Keep pressing the wrong buttons here. Remove equipment. Remove equipment. Remove equipment. And we'll go ahead and get you geared up. Because you're going to probably be our main attack for a while. So yeah, I got an extra bludgeon, which I was using on Kogosa. You can have a mango meat while we're waiting. Everything else I don't really care about. I'm gonna take a steadfast ring. Kinda just equipping whoever. Anyway. So yeah, her thing. She has... Okay, so she has a dark attack that's single target that can inflict terror and reduce attack and speed, which is really good. And it's really strong. She does have an AoE that does nature damage, which I mean, it's good for clearing. She does have a single target that does wind damage that can also inflict paralysis and lower magic resistance, which is good, or magic defense. And then Breath of the Hermit makes it so she can increase all of the character's stats. So you can essentially, she's kind of got a full kit, which is really, really helpful. Like I said, if you die early enough, she'll be your first source of really decent debuffs and paralysis, as well as, you know, terror and just increasing stats. She's just good overall. In any case, like I mentioned before, we have a bunch of skill points we can spend, so we're going to go ahead and spend them. So, Rumia doesn't really have anything too special as far as her passives are concerned. Probably the only one that really stands out is Piercing Attack, which allows her to make it so she does minimum a higher minimum amount of damage against characters with extremely high defenses. Yokai Knowledge can also be useful for bosses, because most of the bosses you're going to be fighting are humanoid, particularly character bosses. If you want to make a gimmicky team, you can go Team 9 here, which works with Rumia, Cerno, Riggle, and Mystia, and essentially increases their stats by essentially 16. If you have it maxed out, it's 16% per person to all stats. Which, yeah. The only problem is it does not take effect until an ally or enemy gets a turn, so your first turn might be a bit slower. But since, like I said, there's not really anything too special about her passives, I'm right now boosting up her magic. Just maxing that out, and next I'm going to boost her speed, and then just kind of go from there. I don't think I leveled up anything on her, did I? I did not. I thought I did. Nope, I definitely did not. Okay. So she has access to Sword Spirits, which can make it so whenever she uses Concentrate, and you're at full HP, you get, let's see, when Sword Spirit is active and the user is at full HP, okay, so yeah, what he could do... Yeah, so if you're at full HP and you have the Sword Spirit, you'll hurt yourself, but you'll get an extreme increase in power. It's kind of hard to set up, because obviously you have to do a Concentrate. And then she has things like this, where she gets buffs when she's at max HP, or max MP. Yeah, so she has a lot of stuff that goes well with the Concentrate, as you can probably tell. And she can turn debuffs into buffs, or at least attack buffs into debuffs into buffs, essentially. So yeah, kind of some neat stuff here. I don't know what I would give her, to be honest. I mean, I guess I can wait until I get Sword Spirit. Or I can do this and that'll make it so every time she has a turn, she'll get 12% to all of her stats as a buff. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? Cerno, I don't think there's anything super great I care about here. Greatly increases recovery speed. Don't care. Oh, this one's actually pretty decent. Oh yeah, this is one that I already leveled up. So yeah, every time it hits her turn, she debuffs everyone's the enemy's speed. So fine as well. I've been doing Hakare Divine Protection with Reimu. It just makes it so you have a little bit more longevity at the end of every battle. So when you're doing sweeping, you get some MP back. So we'll do that. I got ability to see far distances for Momiji, which increases accuracy, which is significant, as you probably have noticed. Missing really sucks. So we're gonna go ahead and max that out. Kiene, or I think it's Kene is how you pronounce it, but Kene here is... I didn't actually spend any of her points. She has bonuses with Moko, which we don't have. Oh, here we go. Oh, I was saving up for this, that's right. If someone changes the formation while this user is in the front, the character performing the switch and the character being switched in and out will recover an MP. So helpful there. I'm right now working on Troubled Forgotten Item for Kogosa here, so anytime she attacks someone, hits somebody with that has terror, she'll get MP back and get stat increases. Alright, cool. And then we got this, add shock to all attacks. Add silence to all of our attacks. If the user is affected by an ailment or debuff, every time the user takes action, fighting spirit is increased by 1, damage dealt is increased, and damage taken is reduced. And they lose the stacks if they retreat. Got it. They can Guts allows her to stay alive. Okay. All these are kind of nice. I kind of like the shock effect. It's not a really high percentage though. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, I think that's everybody. For the most part. Yep. Okay. That gives us a little bit of flexibility. We're going to go ahead and change the formation. We'll put Cossum here. You there. We can do something like that for now. Alright, sorry for the slow start. We're going to go ahead and just dive right in next. So, Great Tree. Alright. So the question is are we strong enough to deal with the boss? That's hard to say. It would have to be something like this, maybe? Sure, we'll try and see if we can pull it off. Okay. So, can lower speed. Paralysis might work, but I'm not sure. Also, she does have a spell that allows her to buff up her defenses. We're just gonna do this, debuff your speed. Which was already debuffed because her turn started. We're gonna swap you out. We will swap you out for Rumia. Buff up everyone's attack. Alright, I can do an attack that will reduce mind, which I think is probably what we're going to want. Or we can debuff attack and speed and inflict terror. Weakness. Okay, so weak against dark. So yeah, as you can see, her damage is insane. And it's actually got a pretty decent refresh rate. Okay, Moonlight Ray. So it's mystic damage. Okay, got terrored, that's fine. Okay, buff everyone's defense. Go ahead and hit you again. Speed and attack down. Buff everyone's attack. Debuff didn't hit, unfortunately. Okay, you're about to have another turn. Let's bring in Yomu. Hit you with Terror. Swap you back in. So physical. So yeah, the single targets she has are all physical. I'll do Slash of Eternity. Unfortunately, this boss has really high defense. But that's okay. We should be fine. There we go. Scarlet Light, strong rugged horns, and a tan hide. Yeah. So despite our average level being 6, our actual average level is about probably 9 at this point. Which I'm completely okay with. So FOEs do respawn. It's based off the number of times you enter the dungeon. So we're back up to first floor. We get to reveal this area. And we can get ourselves a fairy's soul. And a training manual. Okay, nothing new there. Alright, fairy's soul. Occasionally fly out of a fairy's mouth when you strike one at the back of their head. They run away after, still alive, so it's likely not an actual soul. In other games, fairies, etc., tend to be decent mid-game equips that increase agility and such, making Touhou's version seem weak in comparison. Strong rugged hordes, a horn so sharp and rugged it makes you wonder whether they really are supposed to look so sinister. Often found on animal pack leaders. Yokai jar, a jar that was held by a yokai. They seem to generally like alcohol. We got a few of these from while I was grinding. I just didn't read it. Hard to melt ice, a piece of ice that for some reason is harder to melt than normal. Well, at least it doesn't melt easily when placed openly, but human touch seems to melt it instantly. Katama's fur bundle, got it, tanned hide, all that's fine. Okay, I think that's everything. Alright. Oh wow, battle here. And we win. So we'll go ahead and swap some characters out so they can heal up. Or get MP back at least. So Yomu actually recovers very slowly in the back row. It's generally she's designed that you actually want to spend time using concentrate with her because it's actually faster. But we're not going to deal with that right now. So good news is we did get the piece we need to get the crafting gun started. In the early game, Cerno is actually strong enough to actually kill things. That will quickly change. But even then, her AoE will still be able to do paralysis and slow them down, which can be helpful. Crepe Mariette. A crepe with a caramel surface after a flambe with quiche, with butter, vanilla, brandy, and caramel. It's truly a sophisticated and tasty crepe. It's plus 24 mine. Alright, so I don't think there's anything else to note. Nope. Okay. You got life fragments, that's fine. We'll just give that to you, I guess. Yeah, that's fine by me. Alright. Anyway, onwards to the exploration. Light ray. Yeah, she does so much damage. It's ridiculous. Does it actually show her? I can't look at it here, but I don't know if it actually shows the formula. I don't think it does. There's a wiki though that shows all the formulas. Yeah, Ghosty. And you are out of juice. Well, it killed one of you. Resistant to physical attacks there. Booster version 0.8. I believe that increases speed. Okay, you're good to go. Let's go ahead and bring out Yomu for a bit. Alright, booster that lets you go higher when you press jump while midair. If you fall from a ledge and talk to the professor, you get this normal version and bad things will happen later. At least it's easier to master with version 2.0. Yeah, so I think this is a... I can't remember the name of the game, but I do recall that being a thing. It actually annoyed me to the point where I actually stopped playing because the ending... Because it affected the ending in such a way. But yeah, I don't remember the name off the top of my head. But literally, it was like if you fell down a certain pit, it literally changes the ending, and you can't change it back. I think I gave her shock resistance, but I guess it didn't matter. We'll just hit everybody. That works. So yeah, there's a level 6 encounter right over there. So that's part of the reason why I held back. Tree beetle. Okay, we actually found a save point for the level 8 boss there. I don't remember who the level 8 boss is. I did briefly look at the wiki just to see what the minimum level boss was, which is 6. Alright, it's getting there. Alright, you're actually running out of stamina, so we'll tag you out. Oni's panties ×2. Is that a material? Yes, it is. Oni's panties apparently of good quality and made of tiger skin. Those who want to steal them lose interest as the Oni don't really care. Oh wow, that did nothing. Okay, fine. Trying to get to that boss, but I'm failing miserably. Okay, Yokai's jar and an exoskeleton there. There we go. Rosebush Robe, which I think is the lowest tier. Nope, it's something different. Oh, it's just nature resistance. Strong lightweight equipment found in the horror house. One can still remember how scary the place is, how strong the Death Knights are. Plus 50 nature. Okay, do we want to attempt this with what I have? Sure, should be fine. What's the matter? I hear something, a voice. Yeah! It's Chen. She's running away again. Somebody save me! Hey, Chen, over here. Look over here. Gah, I'm gonna die! The enemy's coming straight for us. Oh, I got shocked. That's annoying. So yeah, nothing too special here. It's just a regular encounter. Yeah, no damage. That's fine. Let's see if that does it. So that rain spell I just did is a line-based AoE. It's a row-based AoE, so it doesn't hit everybody. It'll only hit an entire row. Kite and Shell, Energy Gem, and Swiftness Gem. She didn't hear me calling after her at all. I suppose she was too preoccupied with running for her life to notice you. Next time we see her, instead of calling out to her, we'll just stop her somehow. I'll stick a leg out and trip her next time. Enough of that already. Alright, so I took care of that. Cool. Oh, there's not really a level requirements for FOEs. The recommended level to fight the FOE on this floor is 9, so we were kind of around that level. Even if the average says we're still 6. Alright, Energy Gem. It's not going to do much. It did okay. I was worried because it was nature-based, but nope, that was completely fine. Move to the next floor. The root of Gensokyo's great tree. So we're back up the first floor again. What's that? It smells delicious. It smells like one of the food stands in town. Hey, hey, come here, folks. Men and women are all welcome. It's my food stand. Get your delicious grilled lamprey here. What are you and your food stand doing in a place like this? With their vigor-enhancing powers, my eels are perfect for anyone battling the hordes in this place, and it's all super cheap. I don't think it's a great idea to set up a stall in here. Still, it smells pretty good, and I'm starting to get quite hungry. Since we're already here, why not? How much for 4 of them? I don't have any eel yet. I've just set up the stall. Then why were you going on about how cheap it is? Because I want you to sell me some. Just sell it for cheap. There's no way we're selling that for cheap. What about the smell? It smells so good even though there's no food. I'm making the sauce and letting its odor out so I can start gathering people. And you certainly have succeeded. Good grief. Well then, if you find any eels along the way, please come sell them to me. Looking forward to doing business with you. We'll keep it in mind, though honestly I kind of doubt we'll find any eels in this place. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and head back at this point. We did run into Mystia. And we got ourselves a DX Mecha model. Hey, I got an achievement. Defeated the red one. So there's actual achievements because this is on Steam now. So we got this here. Defeated the red one, defeated an FOE. Gamers want to beat everything even when told that it's not needed. Well, in this case it is actually needed. But we did get an item. Plus 24% attack looked to have stopped appearing due to its thunder stolen by the Golden Bear until its pilot appeared in a certain star system. Good morning! Hey, have you gotten strong rugged horns yet? Well, have you? Maybe you're the mind-reading one. Yeah, we've got it. Here you go. Yay! Now I can finally repair the construction machine. You'll need to finish repairing it before we can start making equipment, right? How long will that take? It'll be done in a flash. All the other repairs are already done. All that's left to do is turn this horn into a shape that can fit inside the machine. And it's done. Now that was fast. Now you can bring your materials here. I'll have a look at them and tell you what you can make. Ah, this is so exciting. What are you gonna let me make? Come on, Raymond, let me see your materials already. Oh, fine. Alright, so with this... Well, you can sell equipment, so that's not... There we go. Create equipment. So yeah, there's no main equipment you can create right now, but we do have options for this. And there's a decent amount of stuff we can craft. We can craft purple dragon crystals, of all things. We can craft bludgeons. Some ephemeral baubles. We do want to craft stuff because it is it does get us an achievement, and we also want to eventually stockpile a bunch of items as well. So we do have some things we kind of want to do at this point. But as you can tell, the crafting kind of just reaches its limit at some point. And I'm just seeing what our options are. Yeah, I'm kind of fine with just crafting one of these. Craft one of those. We can craft 3 bludgeons. Thermal bauble. Oh yeah, so I might as well read it since I just grabbed one. Purple dragon crystal, a crystal that's large enough to grip and shines with rainbow colors when raised. Uptightening it allows one to transform into a dragon, but it's worrisome whether that's really alright with this world setting. Alright. That gives us plus mind. For some defense items. Alright. We'll get ourselves one of these just because. A key item that can be obtained from the very beginning of the game. An item that reminds you of a kind prince and a pitiable maiden. Yoink. And then bludgeons, we're going to go ahead and get a few of those. Alright. And then everything else, I do kind of want to start stockpiling life fragments, but I think I'll wait for right now. We can go ahead and get one of these DX mecha models. There we go, achievements. Get some more money. Create one piece of equipment. How do small children manage to disassemble an entire wall clock? And then, yeah, eventually we need to craft up to 100 pieces of equipment. And then there's like one that is like have like 99 of a certain item, but I don't remember where it's at. It's somewhere around here though. Oh, here it is. Have more than 99 copies of an item. So eventually we want to get that, just to get it taken care of. Alright, well, with all of that, we can now level up everybody. And I'll take care of the level ups off screen. So for right now, we'll go ahead and call it here. Well, actually, we got ourselves an achievement, so let's take care of that first. Novice Explorer, reached level 10 on a character. Life gems times 3. Even that soldier starting at level 10. Are you listening, Reimu? I think that's referencing the fact I think you start at level 10 in Final Fantasy VII. Anyway, I want to go ahead and call it here. I'm Theodore Restio. This is Labyrinth of Touhou 2. I'll see you guys next time.